other pro moms out there that feel like they are so busy and are always on the go? And I know we all are. It makes lunchtime, dinner time, it makes all our meals so much harder. And inevitably, we all end up at the drive-thru. That's one real quick way to blow your budget. But don't you pearls worry. I have 6 tips for easy on-the-go meal ideas. The biggest thing we need to talk about first is making sure that you're meal planning. The very first thing I do every single month, and you guys can see this in my monthly meal plans, before I even start looking at ingredients or taking a look at Pinterest, I always pull up my calendar and take a look and see what I have coming up. Now, of course, there's always going to be unplanned things, especially with our kids and as they get older, but we can do our best to meal plan, and then especially meal plan on a budget, giving every single ingredient an estimated cost. And I make this super easy for you guys with my free meal planning on a budget toolkit. So I have a link for you guys down below. It's a completely free printable. And then anything else that I talk about in this video, you better be sure that I have the link for you down in the description box below. I am not going to leave you hanging. 6 tips for you guys for easy on-the-go meal ideas. Now, if you start thinking in the frame of mind of how can I package this meal up on the go, a lot of these tips are going to be super helpful for you. So number 1, if you have a meal that you need to pack up and bring with you, if it has any ingredients in the recipe that can get soggy, make sure to keep those separate. Now, an example of something like this might be if you are packing up a salad to go, keep the salad dressing in a separate container, and then just mix it once you get to your destination. Next tip I have for you guys is the next time you are in the drive-thru, and make sure that it's planned and in your budget, the next time that you're there, grab a couple extra little condiments and then pack those away in a little Ziploc bag that you keep in your fridge. That way it's easy to grab next time you're on the go. Thinking about planning your next on-the-go meal idea, keep in mind that it's a lot easier to keep things cold rather than hot. It's a lot easier to bring a cooler with you and throw a couple ice packs in there to keep it cold. So meals like salads, cold pastas, bagels and cream cheese, those ideas are really great for on the go. When it comes to keeping your meals warm, a lot of times I'll need to wrap the meal up in foil. Because there's steam from all the hot food in there, it's really easy for you just to fold up a little paper towel. It doesn't need to cover the entire meal, but just a small little square paper towel. Put that inside the foil as you're packing up your meal, and that'll help from keeping your food getting soggy. The 5th tip I have for you guys is it's worth the investment to look into buying a really good insulated carrier. And what you want to look for is one that'll keep your food cold or hot. Our family recently found this one on Amazon. I love that it has the access from the front. You can fit a ton of food in it, and not only that, but you can keep your food hot in the middle and your drinks cold on the outside, or vice versa, however you need to package up your meal on the go. What's even better is I think it was only around like $20-$25 for this carrier, so that's a really great deal. And then the 6th tip I have for you guys actually comes from my husband's super cute grandma. She told me how what she does for her and her husband is she just keeps, I think it's like a 2-gallon size Ziploc bag, and in there she just keeps some paper plates, the plastic utensils just in the Ziploc bag, and keeps them in her car so she doesn't even have to think about bringing that kind of stuff when they are eating on the go. I also thought it might be a good idea to get one of those like scrapbooking boxes. I'll leave a link for one that I found on Amazon, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like the 12 by 12 plastic boxes and keeping everything in there. That way, if you have little feet and tons of kids that are always going in and out of your van, you don't need to risk everything getting trampled. So there are my 6 tips for you to think about when you are thinking about meals to take with you on the go. Now I have a list of 13 specific meal ideas that our family is kind of our go-to when we are planning meals to take with us, whether we're heading to the beach, to the park, if we just have a late afternoon activity after school, any of these things. I have a list of 13 meals that are kind of our go-to. So if you want to see the full list of our family's favorite 13 on-the-go meal ideas, you can check out the links in the description box below, and you can get all of those on penniesintopearls.com. What are your family's favorite on-the-go meal ideas? Maybe it's for lunch, maybe it's for dinner, maybe it's even for breakfast. Let's chat about it down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in learning more tips on how to live a pearl life, it's more than just living frugal. For you to make small changes in your life today that are going to help you start achieving dreams and goals that you never even thought were possible. If you thought this video was useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. share it with your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.